Hello dinosaur hunters, it's the Gaming Chad here. Today I've got something interesting to talk about. Although I missed the boat, I wanted the remaster of Turok 3 to sink in for a while, be updated once or twice, and then review it in its final state. I won't be touching much on the story itself, as it's been covered a million times by others. Instead, I will mostly focus on the remaster, discussing the differences, what was brought to the table, and what was taken away from the table. First and foremost, they delivered a solid-looking remaster, making Turok 1 and 2 look so dusty and outdated. Remember when everyone thought Turok 3 was a lost cause? Well, Night Dive Studios surprised us all with a jaw-dropping trailer, proving that sometimes being proven wrong is the best feeling. They brought back a game from the deepest depths, an N64 exclusive with no PC port, no source code, mixed reviews, and a very small fan base. Nothing but obstacles. Yet that didn't stop them from resurrecting this game from the grave, and I truly have to respect them for that. This isn't just a simple re-release with improved controls and an adjustable FOV like Turok 1 and 2. They went all out on this one, implementing a much higher frame rate instead of being capped at 60, along with improved textures. Whether they're upscaled or manually enhanced, they look noticeably better. Plus, the addition of real-time casting shadows is absolutely gorgeous. They clearly did more than we asked for. However, too much positivity can be boring sometimes. How about some negativity? There's one major drawback that felt like a slap in the face for some. I've spoken very highly of Night Dive in the past, but no matter how good the game looks or how flawlessly it plays, there's a core element missing: the multiplayer. It's like asking for a better pizza, but they take off the toppings and still charge you the same price for some reason. It might have been baked perfectly, but that doesn't make it a complete product. If we can all agree on this logic and apply it directly to Turok 3, this remaster is, by definition, kinda half-assed, considering it's missing such a big chunk of the game. Knowing that Turok 3 was the weakest game in the trilogy, this remaster had an opportunity to shine and stand out. Unfortunately, whatever little potential the game had left, they decided to scrap. It's an absurd decision in today's gaming world, where multiplayer is one of the biggest selling points. And the tragedy doesn't stop there. Do you remember the sweet Steam Workshop support that Turok 1 had? It allowed players to instantly dive into all kinds of mods, expanding every aspect of the game, such as new maps, weapons, mechanics, even new bosses, elevating the entire gaming experience. Well, there's no such thing for Turok 3. What little opportunity this game had left now rests entirely on its single-player campaign, which, let's be honest, is painfully short. This game has zero replayability value, and if I were to ask any of you how many hours you've put into the game, I'm confident it will be in the 2 figures, if not less. So it's no wonder the game faded back into the depths from where it came, 1 week after release. What a shame. Some people have said that Night Dive used the multiplayer statistics of Turok 2 to decide whether it would be worth their time to bring it back. I can't verify the validity of this claim, but even if it's true, Turok 3 had a much better multiplayer than Turok 2. It featured bots, better map design, multiple game modes, and other improvements. Meanwhile, Turok 2's multiplayer was pretty rough. The movement was clunky, the map design was utterly trash, and the weapon selection was limited. It felt like it was slapped together overnight, so it's no wonder Turok 2 was never known for its multiplayer. But Turok 3 could have really shined in this department. It really sucks to think that back then, an entire team put so much effort into Turok 3's multiplayer, only for Night Dive to scrap it. I spoke to a few developers, and long story short, they said the absence of the source code was the reason they had to scrap the multiplayer. But still, multiplayer is one of the most important selling points nowadays. And that brings me to think about the daddy of the series, Turok Evolution. I love this game, despite the cracks around the corners and the stupid bird levels nobody asked for.
Ой, блядь, пиздец. Ай, бля.
No!
This game has the most potential in the series. It had an amazing multiplayer, with tons of great maps and multiple game modes to choose from. I'm confident that everyone who played the multiplayer mode of this game has incredible memories and nothing negative to say. It was simply a blast. If Night Dive decides to scrap the multiplayer again, cutting out a huge chunk of the game, I'll be really disappointed. I'm pretty sure a studio like theirs could figure something out. Turok Evolution's online multiplayer on PC would be a huge hit and would add incredible value to the game, keeping it alive for much longer. Now that's a product I'd gladly pay for without even looking at the price tag. Remember, with Turok, you always go big or go home. And hopefully, we'll get to see a remaster of this awesome game. If any game deserves a second chance, it's Turok Evolution. But simply talking and crying among ourselves won't solve anything. Each one of us needs to let Night Dive know how much we want this to happen. After watching this video, send them a message. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.